Today, we're going to be taking a look at a game called Micro Machines Mini Challenge Mayhem. And before we begin, I just want to say thank you so much to Micro Machines for sponsoring this video and hooking me up with this game early. Micro Machines Mini Challenge Mayhem comes out on January 4th for the Quest platforms, and the game is only $15. It supports the Meta Quest 3, Pro, Quest 2, and of course supports touch controllers. Micro Machines allows you to craft mind-blowing tracks with an easy-to-use system that lets you twist, turn, and elevate pieces to create hair-raising loops and airborne stretches that defy the toy limits. You can also take on diverse challenges in a campaign mode where nailing objectives means choosing the right car and course. Whether it's speed tracks for lightning-fast rides or monster truck chaos, every mission demands the perfect match. What I like is that you can collect and unlock vehicles, skins, and parts for turbocharged races and epic stunts. You can customize your ride's stats by swapping out parts on the fly, tweaking its speed, acceleration, its tricks, grips, and so much more. And finally, my super ultimate favorite part about this game is mixed reality. You can construct tracks anywhere you please, so you can zip over sofas, navigate tabletops, and dodge even your sleeping pets. And then there's the gauntlet mode where you can aim for the top weekly spot on the leaderboards for the ultimate bragging rights. For me, I first started off in the game arcade lounge and I just kind of messed around, which was pretty cool. Looking around just kind of felt like I was in an old school cartoon, and when I took a look at that pizza, man, I knew for sure I was home. And then almost immediately after that, I decided to at least engage in and build my first track. Granted, I didn't really know what I was doing, but the game was pretty easy to pick up, and soon enough I was creating, well, pretty professional looking tracks, I might have to say. And watching the tiny car go around the thing that I created was pretty surreal. Especially because when I was a kid, I used to play with Micro Machines all the time. Albeit I used to use like the war and gun ones, but it was really cool to see these cars in action, especially completing a track that I myself had built. There's a total of 6 game modes to choose from. You have Time Trial, Stunt Showdown, Demolition, Sandbox, Training Room, and finally, Mixed Reality. Time Trial is pretty self-explanatory. If you've played any other racing game, you'll know what to do. Beat the course in, well, the time limit. Now, you as the player have different ways of experiencing Micro Machines. You could watch it in standard human mode and control the car just by holding the trigger and trying not to crash into the sides or wreck it against anything else. This mode is all right, but until we get to mixed reality, this isn't the mode I like to play on. The next mode is called Chase Mode. This puts the camera pretty much directly behind the Micro Machine and you follow it. So that way you can get a real great sense of scale and direction for this thing. So doing the time trial, definitely do it in chase mode because, well, the other mode is a little intense. It's called the camera mode. Now, personally, I would have wanted this to have an inside view of the car itself, but technically, Micro Machines don't have an interior. Like in the real world, the actual toys don't. But I still would have welcomed it. So this camera mode puts you on the track as the car itself. And if you turn off all of the accessibility things and vignette, man, you better have some great VR legs because you are gonna be flying across the map as a little Micro Machine. And when you start doing some of those crazy tricks, yeah, you'll be wanting to switch back to the chase cam. So next up was the Stunt Showdown. Stunt Showdown is pretty cool because it kind of reminded me a little bit of playing like Need for Speed or a game like that. Now you're still on these tracks as the Micro Machines, but as you hit the various different jumps, you're supposed to hold down Y or A on the respective controller and your car will do these crazy flips. Once again, I recommend doing this in either chase or the normal player view where you can watch what's going on. But I'm telling you, it's really satisfying to hit a jump and then spin the car right through a little hoop and get all those points. Then we have the Demolition mode. This is a mixture of VR, Micro Machines, and, well, I guess Angry Birds is the best way I can describe it. You start off with a track, you build a little puzzle to the thing you're going to knock down, and then you go into your car mode and you drive that bad boy at those blocks or whatever the heck is in front of you and you knock it down. You only get 1 life per try, so make it great. It's all about knocking things down and getting the best score. Then there's the Sandbox mode. Now this is pretty much just free play. You go into the game, into the levels that they give you, like this arcade over here, and you just sandbox it up. You can build tracks wherever you want, you can spawn your little car, and well, have a blast. Everything you learn in all the other modes, you can do in Sandbox. And then of course we have the training room. So if you do not know what you are doing, and you're like, how do I micro machines? You go into the training room and it will tell you how to micro machines. Everything from customizing your car, putting a track down, to the mixed reality mode, you go into the training room. All right, now that I've talked about all of that, I have to tell you about the ultimate amazing game mode, and that is the mixed reality mode. Using my Quest 3 and the color pass-through, this game enables you to play micro machines in your real world. And the things that you can make are extremely impressive. You see, I did it in my studio. I put tracks all over the place and even spawned a bunch of traps. But my absolute favorite thing was putting the teleporter portals like in random places, and that kind of tripped me out for a little bit. I stared at the portal for like a minute when I put it there. And it is extremely surreal to see a mini car in your real world drive through a portal in your world, and then you look around and it shoots out from the other side. I kid you not, I literally tried to catch the car as it was falling. Honestly, if you don't play any of the other modes and strictly stick to the mixed reality mode, I wouldn't blame you. I spent well over an hour in just the mixed reality mode creating different things and seeing what you can do. And there's even a challenge to the mixed reality mode. It's not just build a thing and watch the car go. No. It spawns traps based on what you've built. For example, I built the ultimate Rube Goldberg trap that I thought I was going to be able to just hands down complete. And the amount of traps that they spawn, from fireballs, crushers, and this giant ball thing, I literally could not beat my own track. I impressed myself. But all in all, the mixed reality mode for me was the entire meat and potatoes of this. Micro Machines have outdone themselves with this mode. Now, what I will say is you can only use it in the one camera mode because, well, of course you can. Just think about the perspective. You're using pass-through, so you can't shift your human perspective to a micro machine. It just wouldn't work. So you're doing it from the top down, where you put the tracks everywhere and you watch the car go. I had a lot of fun playing micro machines. Yes, I know it's not like Blade and Sorcery and Bone Lab, but it's a different type of VR game. So if you're someone that likes racing games, micro machines, and heck, I mean, even if you like mixed reality content, this is so awesome for the mixed reality. Once again, I just want to say thank you so much to Micro Machines for hooking me up and sponsoring me with this video and letting me play early. Remember, this game comes out on the Quest platforms January 4th for only $15. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you today. Don't forget, we're trying to get to 150,000 subscribers by Christmas, so I need all of your help. If you're not already subscribed, now is the absolute best time to do so. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and why not leave a comment while you're there? Let me know you're new. But other than that, I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching today's video. I'm Drifter from Downloadable Content, and I will see you next time.